we've come in here a number of times here and really had very similar results in that we're not getting the game when we have a chance to get the football game that's out there for us. And it's really difficult because we're so close to winning games, and we haven't been able to do it at home for sure, which is a real shock to me. I'm shocked that we're not able to do that. But we're still trying to get these games finished properly. And, that means you don't make the mistakes that give them a chance. You kick the ball, you don't make the penalty, and, you don't eat the football for losses when you're in the right positions and stuff. So there's things that we can really fix, and we're just it may not look like it from the outside, but from the inside, it feels like it's really close. And so we're going to keep hanging and keep battling. So really good play by our defense throughout the night, and then we have this sequence that before the half that it was a shame. It was a shame that we gave them that. It didn't have to happen, and there was a couple things we needed to do and didn't get done. I mean, everybody could see it, cover the running back. And fortunately, our guys are hanging together, and they're talking right, and they're looking at each other in the eye, and they want to keep battling and make this thing come together. And that's what we're going to keep doing.
What did you tell your team after the game?
Say it again, please.
What did you tell your team in the locker room just now after the game?
I told them some stuff that really pertained to kind of how we've been talking about. We got to get our finish together, and we got to do the right things at the end of the game. Kind of like I'm saying to you. This isn't rocket science. You got to finish the game right and do right at the end, and that's how you become a good finishing club. And we're not right now, and so we have to. It's really clear. There's a lot of things you can do so you don't put yourself in those close games and those close finishes as well. But when you get there, you got to do the right stuff, and we haven't been able to function the way we need to. That's what we talked about. We talked about hanging together and staying connected and making sure that everybody's on the same page and do this together the right way.
You guys got that great start with the touchdown early. Were you surprised it was that tough to go on the rest of the way offensively?
Well, they're really good, and they made it hard on us. We didn't run the ball as well as we wanted to. We stayed after it and kept trying, and working it. And I was hoping that we would pick it up more so in the second half. I think we rushed for 90 yards or something like that. These guys allow 70 yards a game rushing, 78 yards a game. They're really good at it. But we needed to stay with it, and we did. But not as effective as we needed to be. I wish we would have gotten more done off of the run. We weren't able to do that, the play passes and the movement stuff. But go. What else?
You mentioned eating the football for losses. Gino's is a veteran quarterback. What do you attribute that to just not being in there often, or what was the reason?
I do. Yeah, and just not being comfortable with the situation. We reminded him, it was the time we were on the 23-yard line or something like that, when in great shape, and we take a big loss. We just got to find a way to get the ball out and get it gone when we're in trouble. It's easy to say, go play quarterback and try to figure it out. And I love Gino, and he's busting his ass to do everything he can to help us, but that's the kind of decisions that you make to keep you in the games and give you a chance to win.
How frustrated are you that some of the same mistakes at the end of the game that have hurt this defense this year?
It's really frustrating. Really frustrating that we're not cleaning it up. We had a great sequence at the end of the game. We sacked the guy to give the ball back to the offense, but we hit him late, and so that's I haven't seen the play yet, so I don't know what it looks like, but that's the play that you don't do. You make the proper decision to not put yourself in that situation. We get off the field, everybody's going crazy, and they're kicking the ball to the 35 or something instead of getting a whole new start that would look like a 25-yard penalty. When they march the thing off, and so you have to make those choices, and the guys have to be clear thinking and not put us in harm's way. Gerald had his taunting thing over there that we can't. This is the new game. You can't do anything that aimed at another player, and I didn't see that one either. But I was told what happened, and that kind of stuff is going to lose games for you, and they add up.
Going back to that sequence at the end of the first half, what happened on Kamara's touchdown? It looked like there was nobody within several yards of him.
Yeah, the whole sequence, we just were out of whack with covering him, and there was 5 different calls in there, different things that happened. We were zoning a couple of them. We had them manned up. We had some, and we needed to get it done one way or the other. And we tried, and we didn't get it done, you know. And the second half, the guys made the adjustment, and everything was fine, and we were sharp at it, and it, you know, wasn't the same thing anymore. But just in that sequence, we couldn't stop it before they got to the, you know, to the end zone, and with the calls that we made.
Was Jason's misses today weather related, or just off?
No, I think he just missed him. You know, didn't hit, the flight wasn't the same on him. You know, he just didn't hit it quite right.
This is the classic.
He's a great kicker. You know, we love what he does. He's won games. Look what he did last week, and he's going to win games down the stretch here. And it's just unfortunate. I mean, he took it really hard, and you know, and he knows.
The 53-yard try in the fourth quarter where he's kicking into the open end of the stadium. How much consideration was punting there?
Yeah, there was some, but we felt like you know, he kicked the ball far enough, and guys felt like he had a shot. He wanted to go for it. You know, had a good attitude about it, and you know, it was a tough kick for sure. And the night was not as difficult as we thought. This cyclone bomb or whatever the heck. I mean, it didn't go off. You know, it didn't happen. But I don't think it was that big of a factor.
Did the officials give you an explanation on Blair's penalty on the sack? Whether it was a helmet hit or just late? Or
I didn't get any explanation on that one.
Would you see it at
You guys saw it better than I did. You know more than I do. Sorry.
Would you see it at DK tonight? Would you have liked to have seen him more involved after such a?
Yeah. Yes. You know, that was an exquisite play. It's a great throw from Gino. Everything about it was perfect. And you know, that sent a little shockwave to them too, and they kept going over the top of them a lot and tried to do everything they could to keep them from getting the football.
The decision to rotate the corners at left corner, you just want to kind of let the competition play out there?
Yep. I don't know. I have nothing to tell you. I thought those guys played well, really well. And they got challenged a few times down the field, and all in all, you know, the defense did a really nice job tonight. They did a really good job in so many ways. And then we had one situation that really screwed up. And I think they had a 20-play drive. You know, they got some fourth down conversions. I think 2 out of 15 or something on third down. You know, we have made a big jump, and we've turned the corner on a lot of areas on our defense. I think the defense is playing. You go back 3-4 weeks, we've turned it, and so we can expect those guys to continue to play really well and be a factor and make, you know, 13 points against this, you know, any NFL team is remarkable, and so I'm counting on those guys to keep improving.
On that drive, Jordan Brooks had that great pass defend where he jumped up in the air to do that, and then when you recovered the fumble, just his play tonight.
Yeah, I don't have enough to give him credit on all other than the big plays you're talking about, but he continues to play really well. The running game was really in hand. I don't think Alvin, you know, was over 3 yards of rush. You know, it's a big night to slow him down. He was a great player. Was he under 3? Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic job. I mean, that's 4 quarters of football against one of the best players in the NFL, and obviously we saw the talent in the passing game. We didn't do well there. He got us.
You had to lean on the running game a lot. Could you tell what broke down in the offensive line?
No, there's nothing to tell you except for these guys are really good and they're really hard to move and they're really disciplined about it, and we just had to fight it out. And our guys just kept battling and clawing and scratching with it. I thought we did a nice job to get some other runs other than just the downhill runs to complement what we did. But I need to look at the film to tell you more.
Because he's had such a great track record of being clutch, how much of the finishing issue is just simply not having Russell?
Well, let's say it this way: if I've been here a long time, and if we didn't have Russell, I probably wouldn't have been here a long time. Because think of all the magic that he's created in the years. He's got numbers and stats in fourth quarter, this is and that's and all that stuff. You know, one of the winningest quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, and it'll be really fun when he comes back and plays football again for us this year. And you know, we owe a tremendous amount. You can see how hard it is. You know, I mean, all of these games, the Rams game, the what was the next one? The Steelers, and this one. I mean, you know, Russell's a factor. He's a fantastic positive factor and always has been. And I mean, those are exactly his time. That's his time. And that's when he shines. And so, you know, we miss him. And in the meantime, we're going to keep fighting and clawing and doing everything we can.
On the defensive improvements, was there any one thing, or was it just the players focusing and getting better?
No, line of scrimmage has just continued to get better. Everybody's really comfortable with what we're trying to get done. The corners are playing much more consistently. Kenny has adjusted some stuff that we're doing to help them, and they've really taken off with it. And you know, we've had good fortune to have most of the guys out there. We didn't have Darrell tonight. You know, that would have been nice to have him, but they've just turned the corner. You've just seen it before. You've already seen this story. Look at the third downs, guys. The third downs in the last month. Okay, it's a month of third downs. It was 2 conversions in 10, 2 conversions in 15, or something like that, and then 5 and 15, and then 2 and whatever it was tonight. You know, that's fantastic play. Nobody's playing better than that. Nobody's doing better than that. And so that's going to give us a chance, and we're going to have a chance to have a great surge in the second half of this season. And really, the second half starts Wednesday.
Did Darrell have like a setback pregame or something like that?
No, he didn't have a setback. He just didn't turn the corner, and you know, he was. So it was such a positive kind of return, and that, you know, with all the good news and all, that he wasn't hurt seriously, but his neck still was sore, and it just didn't go away. And so he had a real stiff neck that he couldn't shake yet. So he's really frustrated by it because he feels pretty darn good, but he just didn't have his mobility, and he couldn't have played. So
How's Marquise, Blair?
he got hurt. Keith got hurt. He hurt his patellar tendon. I'm not going to be specific about it, but that's check that. He hurt his patellar, and the patella got. There's something we got to do there, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's a significant injury.
Is Tyler okay?
Yes, as far as I know, I haven't seen it. He's not on any of the report I have. Brandon Shell just kind of re-aggravated his ankle real late there. Other than that, we don't have anything else.
On the Woods offside, you didn't have a field goal block on or anything, did you? That a field goal that got the offside on 4th and 5?
Yeah, we had a big time field goal block on. We do. We take great pride in rushing that with that group. And I don't know, what happened. You know, Al's great in disciplined football, as disciplined football players we have. And I don't know what happened on that. I haven't talked to him about it.
Did Damian try to warm up and play pregame?
He couldn't get back. He did not. He did not work out in pregame. He wasn't ready to do that.
When you released the subject fluid, what happened there?
We had to make a spot, and for Rashad to come up.
Do you have any more word on when Russell might come back?
No, I don't know. I can't help you on it. I just know whatever he's gonna do is better than anybody could ever do it, and he'll get that done.